numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Yeah, who don't play, 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 who don't play, 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 who don't play, 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 who don't play, 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 who don't. Long time coming, black on the bottom of my feet from running, cataracts under my eyes from hustling, going from buying to selling to customers, run up the business, God is my witness, run up the sun up from Monday to Sunday, we maxing the limits, my mind running like Tom Cruise on an action movie, moving a mission, they say that I'm tripping, I've been told I need a vacation, I'm finessing a visit, first class, my feet up high in the air on business,
yeah, I love that intro.
I mean, he really did his big one. He did.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. What's up, Roomies? Welcome to a TSR Live. I'm one of your hosts, Tone Capone. What's happening? Woo to me. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. The person that gave me that late woo is Fluffy and Fine, and our only lady on this situation. Her name is Kiki.
Hey, friends. What's up, Roomies? You know, we got a lot to unpack as always, but this week been extra turn, okay?
Yeah.
People been doing stuff on Instagram Live. It's just a lot. So I need you to tap in, get in the comment section, invite yourself on into the conversation. We'll bring you on the show, all that good stuff. We live, baby.
Yes, we are live on purpose.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes,
you know?
we are live on purpose. We ain't live on accident.
Right.
We are here on purpose. So if you on Instagram Live, what up?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And that person that was making fun of a person that we're getting ready to go into, pause. We're going,
we ain't going in them.
We're going into, that's nasty.
Oh, God.
That's HBCU Zach Bug, everybody.
Whoa. Yeah, man. What's up, y'all?
Oh, my goodness, man. All right, let's go ahead and get to it, man. Trending across all platforms is Shannon Sharpe grunting on camera. Ugh.
Oh, my God.
Now, he said, first it came out it was hacked. And then it came out, he said, I did it on purpose. Well, he didn't do it on purpose, but he said it happened, and I'm apologizing. I actually spoke out of turn because I'm like, yo, I think it was on purpose. It's no way you can go on your phone, turn your phone on, go to the app, slide it over. This was a classic, I need some more content, a boost to it. Shannon Sharpe's finding out that making content is a tough job.
Oh, my God. Tone, you accusing Unc of going live on purpose?
Man, come on, dog. You know how hard it is to go live on accident, dog.
But what if his Instagram was already open?
Open, right? I do it all the time.
You still have to slide it over and then slide it over 2 more spots and then hit it. He laid it down. This is it. Shannon Sharpe's competitive. Let me go ahead. Shannon Sharpe is, y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. He's competitive.
You're wrong.
He's competitive. Making content, you a content creator. Zach, you a content creator. Y'all know that making content is basically like being an artist. You guys always what's new, what's now, what's next.
Okay.
And Club Shay Shay probably just hit a lull like most content creators, and he did something to give it a spike. That's it, man. That's all it was. Shannon Sharpe is a Hall of Fame, and this was a weak ploy.
No, I just don't see Shannon Sharpe going that way, trying to get a spike. Nothing else in his career has he done things to draw attention. If that was in his personality, I would give you that.
Right.
But he's not, man. He's just not that type of guy.
No.
He's just not.
He's trying to win, bro. He's trying to win. He's in a content.
And he's a private dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know who he's dating. You never see him name drop to try to get more clout. Like, he's not that type of guy. He's literally won off his interviews. He's won being Shannon Sharpe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if he had a crazy take, I would give you that. But to jump all the way into a porn star on purpose, dog, no.
It wasn't a porn star.
I can't give him that. I
don't think he did that. Have y'all ever communicated with y'all aunties on Facebook?
Yeah.
You know, you put up a status about what you got going on for the day. She in the comments talking about your uncle just passed. Call me. You know what I'm saying? Or you on Facebook talking about, I'm about to get lit tonight, and she on the comments talking about some niece, I'm praying for you. It's one of those stories. Like, Shannon Sharpe ain't got no business controlling his Instagram. Okay, he don't know what's going on. He don't know what he's doing. I think he truly went live on accident because let me tell you something. I don't want nobody to hear me sounding like that. That was not, it didn't turn me on. It didn't make me want, it was like cringy. Like, I almost would prefer if we just saw the full video. Because imagining what I saw, like in my imagination, what Shannon Sharpe was doing, I feel like it was even worse. So I don't think Unc did this on purpose, really. And then when he explained it, he was like, and I was doing it. And then all my friends started FaceTiming me. And old people get mad when you start FaceTiming them. They don't trust cameras. So they like, why is everybody FaceTiming me? That's a real reaction to what happened happened? Tom, I don't think he did this on
Man, that
purpose.
is a lie. The lady in there didn't sound like a nasty six, because if he had a nasty six, you would have told him that was a dumbass lie to try. I'm telling you, he was talking about, even Cameron said the merch sold out. Then he kind of mentioned Cat Williams, said, well, yeah, you know, you're not getting now. All that was just like, man, it seems too scammy. It did not seem real. Going on Instagram Live is a thing, dog. It's not like you could just go live on hey, I just turned on my Instagram. They make it so you have to go through some steps to get to live.
No, he didn't do that. The roomies are agreeing with you though. Shout out to some of the roomies in the comment section already saying yes, that was definitely on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, and he said her name. I don't think he would have said her name knowing he did it on purpose.
You know how many?
Mama Shell.
Yeah, like
Mama Shell.
Please stop saying.
Mama Shell.
That's nasty, bro.
It's so cringy, bro.
Yeah, to get you a nasty six, Shannon, she would tell you not to do that dumbass lie no more. Thank you.
What's a nasty six?
A nasty six is a person that wouldn't let him do that. It's like a nasty six. We could go through it a whole nother time. But I just tell you, just think about it. A girl from the hood that's a little nasty, she first of all, not gonna sound like that. It's gonna sound way more fun. And then when you tell her, hey, tell her this lie, she gonna be like, nah, that ain't gonna work out. Let's do it. Let's do something else. That was just terrible, bro. Let's go ahead and get to it. One of the biggest stories trending this week was Kendrick Lamar being announced as the 2025 halftime performer. And this announcement sparked a huge debate within the hip hop community. I mean, this was one of those things. Now, my question, everybody's question, should Rock Nation have chosen Wayne since he is from New Orleans? All right, now that's the thing. Now we got to bring in our guy joining us, man. This is one of the guys, man, a curator of hip hop and definitely a participant of Kendrick Lamar's Juneteenth Pop-Out Show. Welcome, everybody. Roomies, give it up for DJ Hed. What up, boy?
Hey, what up, boy?
What up, boy?
West Coast finest right there.
Come on.
What's up with y'all, bro?
Man, we good, man. First of all, we just gotta ask, when you hear, because we know that you're close to Kendrick and the entire camp. When you hear the debate over Kendrick over Wayne, how does that make you feel?
I mean, I don't like the comparisons, and I don't like the negativity around it. I don't think it's needed. You know what I'm saying? I think for people who are completely self-absorbed and people who are, selfish in a certain way, and I'm not talking about, I know because it's the Shade Room, I'm not talking about Nicki, I'm not talking about Drake, I'm not talking about Stunna and nobody like that. I'm just saying the internets and the fans and people cause these types of disruptions, and I think it's unfair taken away from people's moments, right?
Yeah.
So when you look at Lil Wayne is one of them ones, like, in a real way. You know what I'm saying? This is not to diminish his legacy or take away from anything that he's done culturally or musically. He's a legend. All of these dudes is his sons. That's a fact, right? So because all of these dudes is his son, I think he's owed that respect. However, the Super Bowl performance has never been indicative of geography. I don't think that just recently became a thing because of, it's called cultural awareness. And we've all been in rooms where we're the only person who look like us in those rooms. And so whenever you're in these situations, I think you have an opportunity to speak culturally. And when you look at what's happening recently with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and the Super Bowl, like, that was more or less curation, being culturally aware. Hey, this might be a good idea. Rap has never really been at the forefront, or hip hop has never been at the forefront of a stage like this. So I don't think it's about geography. Just because it's in, just because it's in Atlanta doesn't mean Future is the one that needs to perform. Just because it's in Detroit doesn't mean that Eminem needs to perform.
That's right.
The teams who are playing, who earned the right to compete in the Super Bowl with no round twos, those teams are not even from the city that they're playing in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that mixed messaging that people are conflating the two. Also, if you want to keep it real, like, who's had a better year than Dot at this point?
Exactly.
Fair.
Exactly.
So, and I also don't want to take away from the fact that, again, going back to the selfishness of it all, not from any specific party, but in general, the overall temperament around this situation. I don't want to take away from the fact that this is the first solo hip hop artist that is headlining a Super Bowl event. That's a milestone for the culture. So if you remove yourself, your ego, your pride, your feelings, your emotions, everything, all of that, you look at it as a win for everybody.
Okay.
I like
Ooh,
that.
I like that.
I like that. I
That's
like
what
that.
I've been saying.
Any pushback
yes.
though?
But I do have it's not even pushback. It's just a question. You know, with Kendrick having such a big year, you know what I'm saying, in the year started off with the beef with Drake, and he whooped Drake ass in that battle. Everybody knows that. Why in the ad, the Super Bowl ad, is Kendrick still taking shots at Drake?
I have no idea. You got to talk to him.
Why isn't it over?
I mean,
do you think? But I do. Do you think that kind of diminishes his moment? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still about Drake. It's still around Drake. You know what I'm saying? This should be a celebration of Kendrick.
How is it about him?
Because you take literally they was breaking it down on Instagram that he's taking shots in the ad. Ain't no round twos. That's a shot. You know what I'm saying? They were saying that the flag some certain way was a shot. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of different ways they were saying that he was dissing Drake.
So when LeBron calls himself the king, is that taking a shot at people who are not, or is it the truth?
No, but if LeBron says ain't no threes in this game, he talking about Curry. You know what I'm saying? He's taking a shot at Curry. It was specific. It was specific. That's what I'm saying.
I guess my point is,
and the difference is basketball and sports, you're going against a different team to win the championship. Correct. He can just perform his records. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing else, unless you make it about other things.
I agree with you. I don't think this is not about that. That's done. So as a culture, I think we should all understand that even what's going on now with the record and stuff like that, I don't think it's about a specific person. You know what I'm saying? It's about the temperament. Because if you want to, let's keep it real, right? When you break down that commercial and stuff like that, yes, there was stuff in there in that commercial that people can look at and speculate and whatnot. Cool. But do you not earn that respect? I mean, do you not earn that when you win any championship, do you not earn the ability to have your parade after the fact? So when the Warriors won,
why is Drake the championship though? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is he that big that he's the championship, that Drake is the final mountain? You know what I'm saying, of hip hop?
I mean, has there been anything bigger than this in the culture?
Bigger than what?
Than this battle.
Bigger than this battle?
Has there been a battle bigger than this and within that you can remember?
I mean, not within. I mean, 50 Cent and Ja Rule was huge within my lifetime. I think that was a really big battle.
But have you seen anything of this magnitude?
Pac and Big, I was a child. I didn't literally see
Pac
that.
and Big.
You know what I'm saying? You was born in the 40s, so you saw you saw Kool Moe D and Slick Rick.
I did see Kool Moe D.
All I'm saying, bro, is
in my lifetime, I probably nothing bigger since 50 and Ja.
All I'm saying, bro, is if you to the victor goes the spoils. It's just as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a huge wrestling fan. The loser rolls out the ring and goes backstage, and the winner gets to take their pictures. I don't see anything wrong with that.
And DJ Hed, I appreciate everything you said. I've been preaching this all week. It is Kendrick's moment. Let's hold their hand when we tell them let Kendrick have his moment. However, I know you've always been a part of some of the biggest moments in hip hop out in the West Coast. And when you talk about a Super Bowl show, who would you like to see join Kendrick on stage at this Super Bowl performance?
Would I like to see?
Yes. Who's on the wish list for you?
I guarantee he named number West Coast artist.
You know what? I'm gonna say this because this is the shade room.
Hey, come on.
Niggas don't like the West Coast, bro. Like,
I was baiting. I'm going to respond to that. I'm going to respond,
bro.
Oh God,
he baited me. I bit. Right? Okay.
Okay. Cool.
All right. So he baited me. I bit. My question to you is: fuck the wish list. Can I curse? I'm sorry. I apologize. As kids,
we'll beat it later.
I don't want. Yeah. Let's move away from the wish list, right? Why do people not like us?
I don't think that now look, this is a fair thing. I'm going to say this. We love the West Coast. I was around for the birth of the West Coast and saw it. I worked the Wake Up Show. I love West Coast music. But like everything, bro, it took a dip. It just did. We can't explain it. Same thing happened with Chicago. Same thing happened with Detroit. Things go up. New York, it goes up and down. Right now, y'all have built yourself back up, and especially with the Not Like Us record. Not saying that all West Coast rap is terrible or anything like that. I'm saying that it wasn't on fire. You got to think you had some of the biggest stars in the game were all from out West. That hasn't happened in a while. It ain't the fact that people hate it. It's just not as fire. When you have literal legends that came from the West Coast, it's hard for people to match up with a Dre, with NWA. That's tough for anybody to come behind.
Hed want to have this barbershop conversation with me. I know what he's gonna do.
It's not taboo. I don't believe in taboo. We can talk about Trump, abortions. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I don't have taboo topics. But what
it ain't taboo. But here's
is why don't y'all like the West?
No, we like them.
It's not a dislike.
Why do you? DJ Hed?
I'm familiar.
You talking to me?
I know. I'm gonna leave. Y'all let me know when I can come back.
Go ahead.
I just want to know why do you feel like people don't like you or like the West Coast? Why do you feel that way?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
Well, no, I want him to have a chance to answer my question too, but it's not even a feeling; it's facts.
Okay, share.
Give us a couple points.
So, post Death Row era, right? I don't want to get into a history lesson. A post Death Row era, when things were a certain way out here and things were operating in a certain capacity, the industry packed up and left. Right now, that's not to say that there was no industry here. There's always been industry here, right? However, there has been a light turned out, so to speak, because the files, like I've always heard this. I'm a DJ. I've been to 43 states in our great country, in Kamala's United States of America, right? So because I'm a DJ, I'm an active DJ. I don't play one on the internet. I go around and I play music, right? So I'm going to these places, and every time I go somewhere, literally every time I go somewhere, you'll hear the sentiment said, that's too West Coast. This is in radio stations, this is in record labels, this is in barbershops, these are in hard ticket sale venues, these are in clubs, these are in the streets. I talk to the DJs, I talk to the mixtape guys, everybody, right? So I ask you a question based on that. You three, and you can go one by one, whatever. Have you ever heard somebody say that sounds too South or that sounds too Chicago?
Yes. Yes, 100%. There's I think that happens in 100%. It happens across the country because there's stuff that is just a sound that only people from that area appreciate, and I think that's just it. Even when you move it, you just think about it, Hed. If you move to Miami, you're going to start hearing certain stuff and you're like, oh, I like it. Or you got people that play sports in Texas. I got friends that play sports in Texas and brought back chopped and screw music. And I was like, what is that? But down there it was huge. So I do think it is something where when you try to spread across a sound across the entire country, it can become too the regional sounds don't work everywhere.
So then I challenge. Go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, I've heard people say it's too East Coast, like when they have that music, like it sounds a little too East Coast, too New York. People say that.
Everybody got a sound,
but
bounce.
Here, yeah,
in New
people
Orleans,
everybody got a sound. I guess my issue, with the West Coast.
There we go.
I'm gonna say it. My issue with the West Coast is West Coast people like yourself, Hed, and people I hear when I'm out in the West. They don't respect Southern rappers. You know what I'm saying? They will say Future trash, Thug trash. They will, go in. And then the only people they think is making any good music is Kendrick and artists from the West Coast. And that be my issue. And y'all music don't be hot enough nationwide to have all that pride. Not like us sounds very West Coast. And it's a record. And it hits. But that Southern music is going all around the country, and y'all will sit there and say that's trash. Now, meanwhile, 1,300 people listening to this Tiger record, and y'all like, oh, that's it. That's the one. No, that's just y'all over there. So that'd be my issue. Is like, how can you downgrade something that everybody's listening to and saying is hot, But then the stuff that you like that's just in y'all section, y'all blow up and act like it's the best, it's the greatest ever. That'd be my issue.
You want so there's nuance to this conversation, and I don't know how much time y'all got. So the nuance to what you just said, yes, you're correct. However, everyone has geography bias. You think the food is better where you from, just like I think the food is better where I'm from. I'm from LA. I love tacos. We're infused with Latin and Mexican. Not Latin. I'm sorry. That's y'all shit on the East Coast. Not y'all, but that shit.
Right? I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm from LA. We fuck with Mexican culture because our demographic is 80% Mexican and 7% Black. Real numbers, right? Those are our consumer demographics. So when you look at stuff like that, our urban, when you say something like urban, our urban is not the same thing as the urban in the South or Atlanta. Atlanta has, I think at this point, 5 or 6 urban radio stations. There are 4 urban radio stations on the west of the Mississippi River total, right? Urban radio stations, for those that are watching, that means that this radio station caters to Black people. And I come from radio. I have a radio. I'm at the radio station now. But those are real numbers that are indicative of the population you're talking to on a regular basis, right? So when you start looking at things like everybody's listening to this, no, all the urban Black people are listening to this. And I don't want to discount what we're listening to on our side because you're only looking at Black people and we only make up 7% of our city. That's not the same thing. So it is very difficult for an artist, an act, to take our sound and go nationwide because we're not just catering or pandering to Black people who look like you and I and like the bounce that we listen to in the clubs that we go to and stuff like that. We have to compete against everything. Also, when you look at Atlanta, specifically, as you brought up Future and Thug, Atlanta is, I believe, the number 10 market in the country when it comes to media consumption. Los Angeles is number 2. The Bay Area is number 5. We have. I
disagree with you, Hed. I mean, I hear you on that, but like you just quick. I hate to cut you off, but real quick on that point of the music doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like you only catering that 7%. I understand that. But when y'all make great records out the West, they go nationwide from Snoop to Dre to Kendrick. Right now it's showing you that record is very West Coast. It's just good. And it works because it's really good.
West Coast about the record.
That sound.
The sound.
No. So the sound or the beat or the tempo, what makes it sound West Coast?
The beat is West Coast.
Okay.
Kendrick's a West Coast artist.
Okay.
It's got that sound to it. And it works.
No. I agree with you. It's a hit record. It's out of here. But what I'm saying to you is there's nuance to these conversations, and I don't like the spewing of information just because this is how we feel. There's actually science and metrics to go along with these things. People, when people say that the song sounds West Coast, what they're actually referring to is either 1, a bass line, or 2, tempo. Just because a song has tempo, they automatically assume it's West Coast. Anything between 90 and 105 BPM, people write it off as West Coast music, when that's actually not the case. It's just tempo that you can dance to. We don't have section music out here like that because that's not our culture.
But so this is my question. You being a DJ, my question in your head is this. We play hit records. All of us in radio, we make our life on hit records. When you hear a Kendrick record, you hear Kendrick like Watch the Party Die. Man, that is so good. But it's actually we're going to watch the party die if you play it. And that's just a fact in the club. It's something that you can listen to. No, I'm serious. And it's not a joke.
Oh God.
It's not a joke. My thought is Kendrick going to give us Not Like Us plus Watch the Party Die records in this next project? Because I feel like he has the entire world watching him. He has the entire world. This is a moment to grab everybody. And good records go. They just go. And it doesn't matter where you're from, regional bias, 7% this, 10% this. It does not matter. Good records go. It's the reason why all of these auto-tune records are not with all of the other artists that is all sounding like Trav, Lil Uzi Vert. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody's sounding exact same. That's why those records are just niche records, and sitting there. The big records, the ones that are hits, are the ones that are going. So so again, I'm not saying the West Coast is it because I watched the Chicago Lull. I watched it after Crucial Conflict and Do or Die. I watched a nice little lull, and then we got Ye. It happens. The hit records win. New York is mad. New York was mad about, man, New York, we invented it. Y'all was making trash records, and then pop came out and gave you a sound. It's just what happens in hip hop. Unfortunately, the cream rises to the top. Excuse me.
I agree with you. Good records win. I was just basically responding to what his point was. That's all.
Okay, cool. Man, hey, I mean, so and I'm sure you probably have heard some stuff. Do you have any direction on the new Kendrick album? Could you give us everybody let us know what's going on?
Yo no sé, no hablo inglés.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Y'all ain't gonna listen to it anyway. Y'all hate the West Coast.
No, I don't. We don't hate. I'm going to listen.
Don't let them come out
Look at Hed. Hey, come on.
They ain't gonna listen to it. I don't know why they asked about the album.
Y'all don't like the West Coast, and I'm fine with it.
No, I love it.
No, I just want the West Coast to respect everybody else. That's it.
Listen, first of all, if you want to keep it a buck, we wasn't hating on y'all. The East Coast was hating on y'all. That's when Dre said the South got something to say, and then at the pop out, I said the West got something to say. We was never hating on y'all. The East Coast was hating on the South. They wasn't respecting y'all mind. You need to talk to Elliott Wilson.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Okay, DJ Hed, man, I love the podcast, love everything you've been doing, bro. Keep going, bro. I'm telling you, you're a super smart dude, and I hope the Roomies got a chance to tap in with DJ Hed, man. You are a hip hop historian, brother.
For sure, and he had been following you since your radio career and everything. I love how you blown up and doing your thing, bro. For real, you're doing your thing.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. I'm gonna send you some records to listen to.
Please do. Send me some records, man. Send me some good West Coast records, man. Nothing's gonna put me to sleep. I like up tempo music. I don't
like up tempo music.
Oh God!
Oh yeah, because you said that's West Coast. There it is. I forget.
Kiki, I'm sorry, Kiki. I didn't want to. We totally cut you off. Did you want to say something? I didn't.
DJ Hed,
I don't like silencing women in the room.
I'm not. I'm going to New York. I don't even want to talk to. I don't want to talk to the Chicago men in the room. I don't want to talk to the West Coast. You enjoy your night, sir. And when you gonna feel like answering my question, then we could call me. I just wanted to know who you wanted on the Super Bowl stage with Kendrick. That's all I wanted to know.
You know what? You know what I do want to see.
What?
I would like to see. I don't know. I think it'd be dope for him and Rihanna to do a little thing. You know what I'm saying? To do loyalty on stage together. I think that would be dope for the fans. But other than that, like I think he should. Me personally, I think he should do it dolo, no features. I think he needs. I think you go in. This is not me speaking for him because the internet be crazy. I think DJ Hed thinks that he take it all to the neck and just do it solo and show everybody, why they should be mad at us.
Okay, thank you.
I love it, man. Thanks for joining us, man. Hey, anytime, man, we'll be tapping in. Any more West Coast, we tapping in with you for sure.
I appreciate you.
All right, brother.
Oh, man.
Stress me out. 5 minutes into the show. Do we want to hear what Juvenile got to say?
Yes,
Juvenile has something to say too.
Yeah.
Let's hear from Juvenile.
So everybody want me to speak on this Super Bowl situation. Look, I'm mad about the situation just like y'all, man. But, my hatred is toward the NFL. Not really the people that booked the halftime show. I'm mad at the people that hired the motherfuckers that booked the halftime show. I feel like y'all should step in. Y'all done threw 11 Super Bowls in New Orleans, man. Y'all have yet to put a hip-hop artist from New Orleans on the damn Super Bowl. Sure, y'all have put artists on the Super Bowl back in the days. Al Hurt, and the list goes on. Not too many. I feel like every time y'all come here, y'all should have somebody from our city on it. But this time it really hit hard when you don't have Lil Wayne on the show. I don't see how y'all don't have Lil Wayne doing the halftime show. Somebody that has a whole bunch of hits and somebody that really deserves it and somebody that can bring out multiple artists of all genres. Think about it. So this goes to you, Roger Goodell. You need to get it right, man. You coming in our city, sucking up our cultures and making up all this money and putting all this bread in your pocket, putting all this bread in other people's pockets and leaving us dry, hanging us dry. You gotta stop.
I swear, if you put a beat behind that, that's a hit record. I ain't gonna
It's a hit record.
Juvie just got that voice, man.
Yes.
Well, he always sound like he rapping.
I love to see Juvie going in.
Yeah, I would say, Kiki, you got a real interesting take on this. We talked about this off mic, y'all, and Kiki, you got to tell people.
Well, we just gonna keep it real. I talked about this on our podcast, okay, and I almost left the room. I was like DJ Hed, actually. I wanted to really fight Zach. So here's the thing. I agree with Juvenile. You know what I'm saying? I think he said a lot of good points, and just like Juvenile, I want the best for Lil Wayne too. However, what the key thing he kept saying was for us. And Wayne could have brought out a bunch of artists, and this could have been for us. And Wayne could have brought out a bunch of artists. That's the problem when it comes to Lil Wayne. Everybody around is leeches. Okay, that's my opinion. And so when you talk about everybody online tweeting and talking about what Wayne deserved and what Wayne should have got, y'all don't have the same energy for Wayne on a day-to-day. I think a lot of people got a lot of energy because they thinking about what would they benefit from if Wayne hit the Super Bowl stage. So if Wayne and when Wayne gets the Super Bowl stage, I hope that he do it alone. I don't want him to bring nobody up there. He's been sharing his career with everybody the whole time he's been famous, in my opinion. So I think a lot of people are upset because they're thinking about how they can benefit from Lil Wayne hitting the Super Bowl stage rather than Lil Wayne going up there when he's healthy and ready to perform.
Ooh, watch Kiki cook. Yeah,
protect Lil Wayne.
I love it. I love it, man. That was
that talk, Kiki.
What y'all feel about it?
No, I'm
gonna talk to the roomies. The roomies say,
yeah,
preach. Okay. Yes, ma'am. I agree, Kiki. I'm seeing it.
Yeah, this when you said that when we were in our podcast, when you said that, and I was like, yo, it made sense. It made real sense. But again, y'all got mad at me because I was saying that I would rather, I didn't like the fact that Kendrick got slighted, him and Wayne got in the mix. And I would have felt like, oh man, let's just give it to somebody else. So I wouldn't have had to hear that. I didn't like Kendrick's moment being tainted. I didn't like Wayne having to figure out, like, do I say something? Do I not say something? But then when you explained it like that, it made me think, and especially all of the stuff that we know that Jay-Z has done for people, and especially Wayne, and he's talked about it publicly. He had to call Wayne. That's probably why Wayne ain't say nothing like, hey, yo, bro, this is how it's going to go down. This is what it is. And this is why I did it.
That's the main point. Wayne hasn't said anything. We know Wayne has the desire to do the Super Bowl, but we don't know why Wayne wasn't chosen. And I hate that everybody wants to blame Jay-Z the moment something doesn't go their way in pop culture. Everybody want to blame Jay-Z every time something don't go your way. Jay-Z the only one in the room. And until you can get in the room, I think you should keep your opinion outside the door. Okay, so everybody's upset and everybody's mad. Lil Wayne ain't said a word. They're talking about, oh, Kendrick dissed Drake in his announcement. That's between Kendrick and Drake. Lil Wayne ain't said a word. This whole beef between Kendrick and Drake. You don't know what Lil Wayne's relationship is with the rest of them. All these people that's speaking out on Wayne's behalf, I haven't seen them with Wayne. I seen him on the stage at Essence Festival. He didn't even perform with certain people that's speaking out on his behalf. That should tell you that people may be speaking out because it will benefit them if he hit the Super Bowl stage, in my opinion.
Yeah, look, I'm just going to leave it like this. I'm waiting on Future and Chris Brown. So whenever they get on there, that's who I'm waiting on.
Yep, that's it.
When Future perform.
Yeah.
When Chris Brown.
It's overdue for Chris Brown.
It's been overdue for Chris Brown.
Yeah. I
know if you're going to get somebody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Talking about had a big year.
Yeah, definitely.
Every year.
But I will say for the people that are speaking about Jay-Z and saying stuff about Jay-Z, y'all got to understand Jay-Z don't play fair. He does not play fair. And he, like Kiki said, he's in them rooms with the people that give the opportunities. And when you got to remember also he's from the projects. He is going to get his lick back. He heard it. He gonna get his lick back. It always happens. I mean, we've been doing music in this business for a very long time, and all you hear is, "Hey, Wayne, Jay-Z does not play fair. If you start talking crazy, he gonna just be quiet and get you back."
What'd you say? I'm looking at the comments. Roomie Kenda K Robinson, pull up that comment for Kiki and Tone to see real quick. Kenda, I think they say Kendra K Robinson.
Oh God, I could see it from here. It said Future would be a great one.
There it is.
Zach, please.
Did you ask us to stop the show for that, bro?
There it is. Huh? Yeah, I did. I'm talking to the roomies.
Oh Oh my!
This is an interactive show. This is an interactive show. We talk to the people, and you see what the people are saying.
Can we go ahead? We got something.
All right, let's keep going because we
we got a roomie, Zach.
Oh, we got a roomie on deck?
Yeah, we got a roomie on deck.
Roomie!
Yeah.
Come on in. This is an interactive show.
Come on in.
Roomie!
How you doing?
What's happening?
What's going on, Queen?
Getting told out by the internet based on my opinion.
Oh, you from New Orleans.
Oh, I can hear that on your
What's up, baby?
What's your opinion, friend?
So I just feel like, okay, I never even brought Wayne into it. It's just like from my perspective, I felt as though like no one wants to take away from Kendrick's moment at all. No one's taken away from him being legendary. But when it came to me and my perspective of like who we put on NFL stages or gave the, you know, headline or slide to, it has been those, I'm going to say head icons. Over the recent years, I have them seem like mix it up to try to reach, you know, those diverse audiences. But, you know, like, you don't got to do that with Wayne. Wayne, the cat's already in the bag. He gave y'all the big three. Like, he gave y'all the big three. I never brought it up. I feel like everybody felt so guilty knowing that it should have went to him because he has done more than enough for the industry, our city. And he's just the biggest international artist, I feel like, honestly, alone to put on our stage, especially from New Orleans. So I feel like a lot of people,
you heard me,
they slighted him. And that's why they even put them two together against each other. Because I'm going to be honest, I never brought it up, but my comments got filled with Wayne. I just said I didn't think it should be Kendrick because they was capitalizing off of beef. You don't need to do that. That's not something we need to drag on or to push on. He's getting his tour. He is getting his shine. He's getting his light. But like to sit up here and let him perform a diss on a national stage, to me, that's just egging it on too far. I mean, you could sit up here and give an icon a true moment. And especially when we talk about, you know, nowadays giving people flowers when they're alive, baby, he here. We can make it happen. Like this could have been like a true moment than just capitalizing off of old beef.
That's a good point.
Yeah, great point.
It's a great cultural moment, though. If it was Wayne, I get what you're saying. You heard me. I like it. I like your voice, baby. I just like the way you did it. You heard me?
Oh my God.
Thanks a lot. Some of that gumbo.
Before he talked,
you know how to make the gumbo.
What is that? That's all like was naked.
I don't know.
What is he doing? We so sorry. We apologize for that. Thank you for stopping by the show.
What's the name of that street y'all got?
You talking about Chapatulis?
Yeah, I'm talking about Chapatulis.
Yeah, man. Oh no, he's just talking, girl.
I know that's either one.
We love it. We love it. Thank you a lot for stopping by.
Thank y'all.
Oh my God, man! Why do you do that every time we talk to somebody?
I love that though.
What you talking about, babe?
Now he gonna be from New Orleans for the rest of the show.
Absolutely,
and I'm not mad at it.
Did you know that's my favorite accent though?
Oh, it's so sexy.
Oh my
it's
goodness,
so sexy. New Orleans got the best accent. And some great food.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. What we got going on, Zach, with Tyrese? Big
man, Tyrese out here not paying the child support. They say he says that he was never put in handcuffs, but was placed in a holding cell over $73,000 in unpaid child support. Man, that's what Big Reese said.
He said he wasn't arrested. Put in a holding room. That's definitely sound like arresting to me.
Can you leave when you want to? Yeah, like that's how you determine if you were arrested or not. Like, can you get up and leave, or you got to sit there?
Yeah, handcuffs ain't the thing, Tyrese. I know he was like, there ain't no handcuffs. I ain't arrested.
Right.
No, you can't go.
You can't go. You're an R&B singer. You know. There's nobody scared. The police like, oh, he's good. Go sit in this room and you can't come out till we get that $73,000. Sound like an arrest to me.
Oh my God,
man. But let me ask y'all this: do y'all think the child support system is fair to men?
Women pay child support too. Just so
come on, man.
They do. Women have to pay child support too.
I haven't seen many pay child support. They do have to pay alimony. I haven't seen a lot pay child support.
If you have custody, more men have
pay
custody.
Yeah, more men pay child support. It would take two things. A man would have to have custody and make more. You know what I'm saying?
Make less.
Make less. Yes,
yeah, make less.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But it happens.
But there is a brother right here on this show.
Yeah, it's a
who pays child support. We actually have our child support specialist, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all give it up for Tone Capone. Oh, go ahead.
Yes,
Can y'all
yes.
put child support specialists under
Speak
this?
up. Come on.
Tell us.
I hate y'all. At this point, everybody, roomies, if y'all want to come sit in these seats, I can help it out. I can help it out, I promise. Man, child support just got to pay. And I said this before. You get married in LA, you have to pay child support in LA. You have a kid in LA, rather, you wild, because it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, it's just a crazy thing. We actually have somebody. Let's play that sound from Tyrese. He actually talked to our TSR correspondent Tami about child support issues and stepping into that shade room. Let's take a look.
The child support payments, did you ever get those lowered? Because I know at some point it was the whole thing, like $20K a month.
I've never paid $20,000 a month in my life. It's what she's asking for.
That's what she was asking for. Got it.
Without realizing that there's no child on any level that needs $20,000 in Atlanta.
Right.
Truth be told is she makes about $160,000 a year herself. I do really well for myself. If you get into the actual needs of the child, our daughter will never be without. So if you're gonna leave me, and you and your lawyers are now trying to take my life with you. There's no alimony. We had a prenup. I'm confused as a mother. We had a baby, and we're sharing this baby, so let's just make sure the baby is okay.
Our girl Timby Tone.
Thank you,
Timby. Shout out to Timby. She always getting exclusive tea.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys
I
feel
wasn't
like,
supposed to read that part. That was Zach's.
oh, so blame it on Zach that you said you couldn't read.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, we got to bring in one of our roommates. What's your name and where you from, friend?
I hope they from New Orleans.
Oh, y'all talking to me. This is Evan Lionel, comedian Evan Lionel on IG.
Hey.
Comic View, you name it. OG in the game, producing comedy shows for years. Working with all the greats, and I'm on Quake House Radio regularly.
So, okay,
thank you for that
network. Y'all cracking me up over here, though. I'm feeling, enjoying y'all.
Yeah,
thank you.
You got a lot of jobs, friend. So you paying some child support? What's T?
Let me explain something to y'all. Tyrese, when he says he wasn't arrested, this is a game. They did the same thing to me. What Tyrese means is there were no charges really pending against him. They went and picked him up and held him against his will. Basically, it's kidnapping. And I know because they did the same thing to me over and over again here in LA. LA court system is trash, and the local court system is corrupt, super corrupt. So it's a real game out here. It's a money grab game out here. I don't know how it is all over the United States, but in LA, it's a money grab. So when Tyrese said his lady makes 6 figures, 100 and something K a year, and he makes what he makes, that's more than enough for one baby. And he shouldn't have to divide his income with her based on one child. They both parents. They should be able to take care of their kids and not beg strangers to organize how they take care of their child.
Okay, so it sounds like you've been into the child support system, and you had some, especially in LA. Like I said, LA just doesn't seem fair. But in most cases, brother, I just think your peace is what you paying for as well. Because if you don't pay for it, if you don't pay, they're gonna jam you up. It's jammed up. You constantly fighting a system. It kind of goes to what Kiki talks about. You got to pick your partner wisely. Unfortunately, when these type of situations come up,
they be changing.
They do. It could be worked out. God. I just want to know for you, do you think at some point it's just like, you know what, I'm just gonna pay, or you just want to keep trying to fight the system?
Well, okay. I fought the system for 8 years, okay? 250K in just in the fight. So that's what you talking about. But that's what they want. They literally want to charge up whatever side of the party is angry so that they can throw fire on the fight to keep these two fighting so that they can get money. This is a money grab. So if it's the woman who's disgruntled and her heart is broken, they gonna go for her and they gonna throw all kind of stuff at her. I've heard lawyers in the hallway tell women, hey, you can stop him from seeing the kids and that'll help you get the highest tier child support. All you gotta do is say he abused you in some way or say he hit you. And I watched one woman say, that's not true. I'm not going to lie on him. His kids love him. I just want a divorce from him. I want him to see his kids. I want to see the kids. And that's what we want. We want a divorce. Why are you trying to get me to do this? And I embarrassed that lawyer. I embarrassed all them lawyers in that courtroom hallway by calling them out because that's their agenda to get money. And don't think the judges don't get kickbacks from this terrible system. We're talking about our babies. I haven't seen my babies in 10 years. 10 years I haven't seen my baby. And their mother makes good money and I make good money. There's no reason. I'm an excellent father. I'm a public figure. So why then am I not seeing my children? It's based on the corrupt court system. And let me say this, if my babies are out there listening to this, I want you to know your father right here, and he loves you dearly, misses you terribly. And I don't blame your mother. I blame the system for encouraging her to separate us and do all of this wrong to us. And it's not just me, it's many people out there. It's just those of us who are in entertainment. Our cases are known bigger. Like me and Earthquake ran across each other at court. Me and TK Kirkland ran across each other at court, like a gang of us. So to expose the corruption, I invited a whole lot of people in Hollywood, and they were shocked when they came into the courtroom. I exposed her attorney lying on record. Lying blatantly. I exposed the sheriff deputy in the courtroom lying blatantly, and the judge did nothing. This is a money grab, y'all. Couples need to work it out between themselves and stay away from that court.
But I'm so taken aback on how did the court tell you couldn't see your children for 10 years?
No, they don't hold her to the court. Once the court makes a ruling, like they made a ruling that I'm supposed to see my kids, but they made it extremely difficult because if you keep the father away from the kids, that's how you get the highest tier of child support. That's how you get the most money. If one parent is not seeing the children, then you can demand the most money and you will get it 100% of the time. And I just want to address, you did say women pay child support too. That's 1%. That's 1% of women that make a whole bunch of money, and the lawyers and the judge actually find that they don't like the woman. And once they decide they don't like the woman, that's the only time that woman has to pay child support.
Okay. The fact remains they do pay child support. Women pay child support.
1%.
I think when we find issue with the child support system, it's like you explained, the court fees and the lawyer fees and the tricks that they try to pull. But I think what the issue comes in is that some men just don't want to pay child support at all. They just don't want to pay it. And so what's the solution for a single mother who's raising her child? How is she supposed to otherwise get funds for the children?
Okay, there are some men that don't want to pay. I hate dudes like that. And I'm from the south side of Chicago, by the way. Okay.
Okay.
So I grew up in hell. Trust and believe. I was born and raised in hell without a father. So I'm actually grateful to God that I'm here. But there are guys that don't want their children. Those are the guys that don't show up to court. If you got a man showing up to court for 8 years, he wanted his kids. He just wanted to be equal. You take care of the kids when you take care of them. I take care of them when I take care of them. That's when the game begins. Now, the men that you talking about, track their ass down. They the ones should be locked up. We know Tyrese loves his kids. Everybody in Hollywood knows that. Myself, I know Tyrese, but personally, I know he loves his kids and he's an excellent father. The mother knows that too. This is a money grab on Tyrese. And he ain't lying when he said he wasn't arrested. They were holding him with a bunch of threats, but he know if he take them to task on those threats, they're gonna run the tab up to $1 million just in court playing those games. When that should stop with Tyrese. But them raggedy dudes, I don't know what kind of words we could use on y'all show, so I'm editing in my head. Them raggedy dudes you talking about, they should be getting handled not just by the court, but by other men in the community. Take care of your kids. You made them. You feel me? But those are the ones they need to go after with child support, not us, because we want to take care of our kids anyway.
There it is, brother.
There it is. There it is. Thank you a lot for joining us. That was very, very educational. But you know, I hope
you see your kids soon. That's
crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. 10 years is too long, man.
Way too long.
That's
Way
a long time.
And I'm out here. If my kids listen to this, Evan Lionel on Facebook, comedian Evan Lionel on IG, contact Kevin Hart, contact Earth.
How old are they?
Contact
They ain't got no
anybody and ask them about your father. He's right here and he loves you dearly. I have never abandoned you. It's the courts that have played games to separate us and to get your mother to play into that game for monetary gain.
Absolutely. Thanks, Evan. Appreciate you stopping by, man.
Evan.
And again, we hope you win that fight, man. You get a chance to see your kids for sure.
I appreciate y'all and thank y'all for having me on. And y'all was cracking me up. Laughter heals.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Much love.
Much love.
Much love.
All right, y'all. Let's jump to this. The NFL is off to a great year of controversy. Fans on X are upset because gospel artist Tasha Cobbs Leonard sung "Lift Every Voice" at the opening of the NFL. Whew. Now, this is the craziest thing because people are actually asking this. I didn't even know. I guess I don't pay attention to the national anthem. Is the national anthem racist? And should we just have more than one national anthem? Period. What do you think?
Sing all the anthems. Sing them all. Okay, we got a couple days until we got to vote. Listen. Can we deal with this after the election? I don't need this stress in my life right now. Sing "Lift Every Voice," sing the national anthem, sing "Not Like Us." Just sing it all. Okay, that'll cover all the bases. You know what I'm saying? Let's just do that.
Make the West Coast happy.
Let's make the West Coast happy.
For DJ Hed, we got "Not Like Us" is the anthem.
"Not Like Us" needs to be added. That's my vote. Okay, y'all got a vote?
I got one. Swag surfing. That's an anthem. Do
Thank
that.
you. Yes.
I got hypnotic.
Yes.
Exotic.
Come on.
Polo on my body. Do whatever, man. I do, but our HBCU Zach is getting ready to come into the building.
All right.
Lift every voice and sing should be sang everywhere.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? If there are as many Negroes is playing on these fields and courts and black people out there, what's wrong with the black national anthem?
Yes.
Okay. What's wrong with it? Okay. And the people who have an issue with it, you have no problem watching black athletes play. You have no problem betting on black athletes. You have no problem with the billions of dollars that black athletes generate.
Yes.
As soon as we sing 2 minutes of "Lift Every Voice" and sing, now it's a problem.
Play ball,
man. Play ball.
That's I ain't gonna lie. I would much rather than as soon as I walk in, play ball.
Come on, man.
I don't care. But the anthems can really everybody. It could go maybe at the Super Bowl, but just like a regular season game, play ball.
Thank you.
All right, man. We got a guest, Kiki.
Yes, we do. Our next guest, she knows how to keep a check, honey. Keep a bag and a job for reality TV, movies, TV shows, the Bonnet Chronicles. Our next guest stays relevant, stays on your screens. Let's welcome in the beautiful Tami Roman.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hey,
Queen. What's up? What's up?
How are you? We're good. We're good, Tami. But you've been dealing with a hurricane, right?
Well, here's the thing. We were in preparation for a hurricane. And so they started doing all these things with the wiring and stuff like that. And all of our power went out in our complete neighborhood. So I had a hell of a day.
Yes.
Yeah. Crazy.
Well, you look good. Okay. And that's good. So we're happy that you got time to join the show. And let's just start off talking about your show right now. House of Vicious.
Yes.
For those who don't know, tell us about the show.
House of Vicious is a show about a lady named Chantel Vivian, who's a fashion icon, who's dealing with her husband, who's a philanderer, and all of her staff at her fashion house, and the scandals and lies and deceit that happens in that world.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Now, Tami, you got a diverse career spanning reality TV, acting, modeling, and business. Now, how do you navigate all of the challenges? Like, I know all of those different roles come with crazy challenges. How's that? How are you able to do that?
You know what? Check. I think Whoopi Goldberg said it best. I like a good check. And so as long as they pay me, I'm going to show up and do the job properly. I don't have to determine how to do it. I know how to act. I know how to host. I know how to do reality TV. So that's never a challenge. I just need to make sure that coin, that munyon, is right.
Yes.
All right. Well, out of all the things that you do, which one brings you the most fulfillment? I mean, money. I mean, whatever. Which one makes you happy?
Get out of our pockets, bro.
Which one you make the most money doing?
You know what? I like them all for different reasons, in all honesty. They all offer something different. Like with Caught in the Act, Unfaithful, you know, I get to talk to real people and help them with their issues in their relationships. And then with all of the scripted shows, I get to play different characters. So I love them all for different reasons. And I love the people that I work with on all the shows. You know, the Miss Pat show, I get to spend time with Miss Pat and all of the cast on that show, Vince Swan and Brianna Guadalupe and Theodore Barnes. You know, we all just have a good time. And then on House of Vicious, we got Erica Peoples and Red Williams and Ella Joyce. You know, so it's just always fun on every single set.
Now, Tami, looking back on the time that you spent on the Real World LA way back at the start, how do you feel that experience in the house with all them people really crafted your career? How do you feel that start helped you?
Well, see, here's the thing. My mother is the one who prepared me because I moved a lot. She moved, that woman moved a lot. She worked 3 jobs. So in terms of dealing with different and diverse people, like I grew up like that. So going into that house was just like going to a new school, or you know what I'm saying? For me, trying to figure out, you know, each person's personality and, you know, staying away from people that, you know, I don't rock with and they stay away from me, and everybody that I do rock with, let's try to live cohesively, you know, in peace.
Yeah, you was gonna get somebody's gonna get a cussing. That's what they was gonna get. So all these other projects, I know you got so much going on. What are you working on? Because a person like you, I know you got something cooking.
Yeah, well, I actually have a new film that's released called Dying to Be Famous, and then we're gearing up for the Family Business season 6. And yeah, it's just always something new around the corner. And I'm here for it because you know what, quite honestly, y'all, I've been doing this a long time, you know, and sometimes, you know, I would look out and be like, well, Lord, you know, I'm here. Hey, what about me? You know, and I feel like it's my season. It's my winning season. And so I'm going to do everything that comes because I don't know how long it's going to last.
I know that's right. When we see you put that bonnet on, honey, we know we about to get the real. Okay. So while we have you here, we want to go through some Bonnet Chronicle topics and just get your take on it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Tone, you start.
Okay. Let's see. What do we got? Okay. Should couples share their passwords as a way of trust? Like you just have passwords, the lock codes, everything.
I don't think they should share it as a way of trust. I think that they should share it because that's what they want to do. I don't think that just because you give me your password doesn't mean that you haven't deleted text, that you don't have people saved under different names. So it doesn't establish trust. You know, it really just serves as a way to make your partner feel secure and safe in the relationship. But I don't think it has anything to do with trust.
Okay. And
I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it's necessary. Like I don't have my husband's password. He doesn't have mine. And neither one of us feel a need to go into each other's phone to see what you got going on, because the underlying context to that is I don't trust you. And a person that you're in a relationship with, you should be able to trust.
I got to get my life in order.
She be going through
just a quality control check every now and then.
She love going through songs.
I ain't got time to be trying to control control nobody. I got 2 daughters. If you ain't one of them, I don't give a damn what you're doing. And if you feel like something else outside of what I have to offer, feel free to go and get it.
Oh, okay. All right. Now, I want to ask you this one, Tami. Should couples have separate or joint bank accounts?
Now, I'm going to stay separate on that because...
I was like, oh, please.
You say I trust you, but just not with my money.
What? If you had to say a joint lady, all them jobs you got, I'd be like, what?
No, I keep that separate. I you know, for me, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on who you ask about my situation, I work really, really hard. My husband works really, really hard. What we have built independently should stay that. And the things that we decide we're going to, join and commingle, then we do that at that time.
Okay.
All right, I gotta ask you this.
I'm with on that. You know, I don't play about my bank account.
No, that should definitely be separate.
Oh yeah, you gotta have something on the side.
I don't even want you to bank at the same bank as me.
That's right.
You gotta find a new branch. Yeah, you gotta find a new branch.
Walking in, so and so, and then now you can access my account. No, have your own bank, and I got mine.
Yeah,
that's right.
Own branch.
That's right.
Now I want to ask you this, since we're on relationships. In a relationship, when someone is jealous, is that a sign of love or insecurity?
Neither. When someone is jealous, I think that's a sign of trauma and things that they've gone through in past experiences, which cause them to have certain feelings and emotions that they haven't healed from. Here again, I think every person, when you enter into a situation with another person, you have to be sure that you've healed from the things that you've endured over the course of your life. The problem is that people take their trauma bag, their trauma luggage, and they bring it from one situation to the next, and they never really honor, accept, acknowledge, and try to work towards the healing process for the things that they've experienced.
That's real.
Is that right? I mean, like,
you did that.
No, you killed it. You smoked that one.
Yeah,
you smoked that.
Did that. I just be taking my trauma everywhere.
Okay.
And you ain't the only one. I mean, even sometimes when you think you
do too
from stuff, you'll have a moment that something triggers you, because we all have triggers based on the stuff that we've gone through. And the key to healing is learning how to manage your triggers. There are women who will be in abusive relationships, or women who are in relationships where they've been cheated on, and men as well. And so now you think like, oh, I got it together. I took accountability for what I did in the relationship. I'm accepting of that. I'm going to change my behavior the next time. You do all of those things, and the minute something happens, now you're triggered, right? Because you've gone through it before. You got to learn how to manage that so that you don't continue carrying your traumas into the next situation.
I'm gonna tell you this, Tami. I just now got some good insurance, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to therapy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no good insurance before. I couldn't go before. But thank God for the shade room and God in my life. God got me some good insurance, and I'm about to go ahead.
Thank you, Lord.
And go ahead and see somebody.
Let me ask you this though. You say you take your trauma bag with you everywhere. What's one of the things you feel that you carry in from one relationship to the next that you need to change?
Well, Tami, I'm doing the interview, and the way I don't know who watching works, I'm just going, you have to call me and we can have this conversation. But we ain't finna do therapy in front of all these people. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So we can go ahead. You can call me though. You can be anywhere I tell you. Okay.
You got me here. Use me.
No.
Okay. I thought we was gonna get some healing. I'm over here like, yes, Zach, tell us. Okay. But Tami, we know you got a lot of things to get back to, so we're not gonna hold you. But let everybody know when the next season of House of Vicious starts.
House of Vicious starts September 19th on BET Plus, and don't forget about Caught in the Act Unfaithful September 17th on MTV.
There it is.
Very cool.
Thanks for joining us, Queen.
All right,
and be safe out there in that weather.
Yes, please.
Okay.
That Houston weather.
Wow.
She almost got you, Zach.
Oh, she almost got it.
I was ready.
He was thinking.
I was ready. I was like, ooh.
I said, he gonna let it out Oh, okay. All right. Okay, Roomies, though, let me ask you, did you watch the debate, man, from eating pets to, man, crowd sizes? Vice President Harris and Donald Trump battled it out. Take a look.
Who is eating cat in Ohio?
They're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats.
From immigration to the economy.
Donald Trump left us the worst unemployment since the Great Depression.
The gloves came off in a debate that may decide our next president.
A bunch of lies, grievances, and name calling.
She's a Marxist. Everybody knows she's a Marxist. Her father's a Marxist professor in economics, and he taught her well.
Oh, wow.
Oh, y'all caught me drinking. But yeah,
Christ, Tom.
Because I had to take a little sip because who's eating cat in Ohio is crazy.
I love Justin.
Who's eating cat in Ohio is crazy. But joining us right now to give us a behind the scenes report is our TSR correspondent, Justin Carter. All right, Justin, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Look, I just got my hair cut. He put the lines on.
Come on,
Okay.
come on,
You got it on you.
And he wants to let y'all know his beard real, honey. It ain't coming off.
Yeah.
Justin, do you use the same color?
The same color. Yeah, no color.
What color y'all
man,
use?
let us get it right, man. Don't hit on the light skin, brothers, man. Hey, you asked that question, who's eating cat in Ohio? I was
Man, that is wild.
That is,
Why do they let me be on the Shade Room?
Oh my God. We need you, okay?
love it, man. All right, now, just let me ask this question. Man. You were in the spin room. Tell the roomies exactly what is a spin room.
Okay, all right. So, Tone, it's pretty much a glorified room where journalists from all across the country, we have to, submit a request to even be in the spin room in the first place. But ABC News, of course, they hosted this one. And basically, it's a room where a lot of the constituents, a lot of political surrogates, they call them, supporters of the specific candidate, they will go into the room and just kind of gaggle with reporters. And it's chaos. We have Gavin Newsom over here, Yusuf Salam over here, Tammy Duckworth, a senator in Illinois, where y'all are. Y'all know her. She was in one part, and the vice president candidate for the Republican side, JD Vance, he was there. So there was just so many people that were in there, and we just got to talk to them. It was great for a journalist to be able to have so much access to all of those people. Laura Trump was there. Of course, she's the daughter-in-law of Donald Trump. So we got both sides. We got Republicans and Democrats both in the room. Yep.
Okay. We got a clip. Let's take a look at that clip real quick. Let's take a look.
You were named in this debate. Did you expect that to happen? Not named specifically, but
I did
the
not.
experience.
I did not. I think this is a full circle moment because, see, Dr. Maya Angelou said when a person shows you who they are, you have to believe them. Kamala Harris was showing us who Donald Trump is. And in that trajectory, she included the exonerated five, then known as the Central Park Five. What a great moment for us to be lifted up in this debate. It's full circle moment.
Wow.
Dope.
Yeah,
dope.
so
Yeah. I'm just saying, I want you to break that down. That was a very powerful clip.
Yeah. You know what? Yusuf Salam, he's a legend. We all saw, that movie that was on Netflix, and the Exonerated Five. It just kind of brought their story to the spotlight. And now he's a councilman in New York City representing Harlem. And so, I asked him, honestly, he was in jail for a very long time for something he did not do. Trump back then said that he should face the death penalty, and he hasn't apologized about making that statement. And so, I honestly wanted to ask him about supporting Kamala as a former prosecutor, the attorney general. And he says, you know what? It is about supporting someone who supports stricter gun laws. It's about supporting someone who wants to limit access to assault rifles. We had a horrible shooting here in Georgia just a few weeks ago. So he talked about that. He said that he just did his research. Kamala Harris, as an attorney general in California, she was all about the Back on Track program. She was trying to support recidivism in California. She also was a part of the plan to really push body cameras in California, one of the first states to do so. The California Department of Defense was behind that plan, and Kamala was a part of that as well. So really, I mean, he was really breaking down his research and why he wanted to support her, and it was beyond her being a former prosecutor and attorney general. So yeah, we just talked about that, and he had an exchange with Donald Trump too in the spin room after the debate. He yelled to Donald Trump when they were trying to talk to him, and he basically was like, you know, I'm a part of the exonerated five. Are you going to apologize? And Donald Trump said, you're on my team, aren't you? And everybody just was like, what kind of comment is that? And then he just walked away and waved his hand, and that was that. But it was an interesting moment that Donald Trump would think that one of the exonerated five was on his side because of the comments he's made previously.
Yeah, what was that experience like, Justin, with Donald Trump in the room? Period.
Yeah. You know what? You know, Secret Service was everywhere. They were trying to get him out, in and out as quick as possible. But from what I did gather and what I did experience, you know, he is somebody who he believes himself, whether it is right or wrong. And so he said that he was ganged up on. He felt like ABC News, it was a 3 against 1 type of thing with the moderators and Kamala Harris attacking him. And he believed he won the debate, which polls right now say that that is not the case, although he is winning in certain areas as far as the issues go, economy, immigration. But overall, the polls are saying that he did not win. Vice President Harris did. So, yeah, he just went on a tangent about him winning and him feeling like he did a good job.
Okay, Justin, who do you think made the best case to be president?
You know what? I can't say. That's up to the people. I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one. But what I do want people to do is just vote. You know, I just spent the day this morning emailing. I have 2 younger brothers and a sister, making sure that they are registered to vote. My youngest brother, he just started college. He don't know what's going on. So I had to like kind of school him a little bit on what's going on. I had to make sure he's registered. My mom said he was registered, and we're going to have to drag him to the polls. Everybody has to vote that's over 18, or you don't have a say in what's going on. I mean, really, it's about getting people out there to vote. And that's the bottom line.
Yes,
there it is.
There it is. Jay, man, always good to see you, my dog.
Yes, you too, Tone, Kiki, Zach. Thank you for having me. I love y'all.
We love you. Thank you, Justin.
Good seeing you, Justin.
Absolutely. All right. Woo, Kiki is about to be upset, everybody.
Wow.
Man, the Beehive is buzzing. We know you're one of the captains of the Chicago chapter of the Beehive. And they're ready to sting because the Country Music Award nominations were announced. And this week, Beyonce received a big fat 0 nominations for her record-breaking Cowboy Carter album. Do you think that's snubbing, Kiki? Do you think that was racial?
Absolutely. But I also believe that she's Beyonce. She don't need a CMA award.
Not me.
A CMA award need Beyonce more than Beyonce need a CMA award.
Well, go on, talk, sis.
So trust me, she not missing out on anything. She dropped one of the biggest country albums of this year, one of the biggest country singles of this year. I know that. You know that. The CMAs know that. They want to be the Lulu and don't recognize it. That's their loss. Beyonce don't need nothing from the CMA.
Zach, were you upset?
Only 2 country songs I listened to this year was Beyonce and that other dude,
Shaboozey. Shout out to
and my
Shaboozey.
man and Shaboozey. Did Shaboozey get any?
He did get nominated. Yes, he did.
Okay,
and he also spoke up on Beyonce's behalf when the news broke that she was not nominated. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see how he's treated at the CMAs because he spoke out.
Yeah.
So I don't think this is anything new, but I also don't think Beyonce is missing out on anything.
Yeah, I look at country music like NASCAR. They don't really want us in there like that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay.
That's how I look at it. It's certain sports and genres where I was like, they don't really want you in there like that. You ever go into a bar and you be like, yeah, this ain't where they want me.
But
that's a nasty feeling.
You know what I'm saying? It's a nasty feeling, and
it don't matter.
You know what I'm saying? And you can do your best. You know, you can have money like everybody else, and they still won't serve you a drink.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Beyonce, it has no reflection on the project that Beyonce put out.
Exactly.
Okay, and we all know that. Okay, so whatever, they'll catch up later.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one of those gas stations you hit Middle Illinois. You're like, ooh, I need to go to somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then just to close it out with the Beyonce part, like in fact, I think it's a little bit racial and a little bit of jealousy. Beyonce wins. So they just like, we can't let her come in here and dominate.
Right. And that makes you goofy. That makes you a clown.
You know how many new eyes you was gonna he said. You know how many new eyes you was gonna get at the CMAs?
Yeah, you hurting your genre more than you hurting Beyonce. She's still Beyonce. Like she go to bed and she's still Beyonce. She wake up and she's still Beyonce. I hate that for y'all that y'all didn't recognize that, but that's on them.
It is. Okay, Roomies, we'll be back next week with more trending topics. Of course, some more great debates. This was fun tonight.
Baby, y'all done wore me out.
And if it's anything you want us to talk to, man, respond to any stories, man, just email us at production@theshaderoom.com.
Absolutely. Until next week, remember to represent the culture with excellence. Woo, 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 woo.
It's been a long time coming.